Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's the Eagles going up against the Panthers. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 10 matchup.
Monday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Bill Simms. We have a little upset special coming your way today. One team's unbeaten.
Well, I know the undefeated team hopes not, but I'll tell you, Jim, the other team, they're excited about getting out there and getting the chance to put that first blemish on the record. You're always looking for an edge. When you go against an undefeated team, that's a big edge for your football team.
And Ted Ginn will be the one back deep as he gets ready to field the opening kickoff. The leaders of the NFC East are now set to kick it away and get this much anticipated game started. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Romo's going to be at quarterback today, and he's put together quite a season in the top 10 in the league when it comes to passing yards. Adrian Peterson is in the backfield as Olsen. Elam's there to make the tackle.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Offense lines up here. As Olsen dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
As Olsen, they bring him to the turf. Well, you work all week long on a game plan if you're the offensive coordinator, and you come right out and it works.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence, does it? Makes the offensive players, they feel good about what's going on, and it gives confidence to that play caller. That's just as important. I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Offense lines up here. Witten's got it, and a first.
Again, picking up a couple first downs early in the game. It's like when you play golf and you par the first couple holes. I know it doesn't happen a lot, but when you do, it makes you feel good.
First down at the 34. Peterson's going to secure the handoff. Williams there that time for the tackle.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more. Hard to judge sometimes what time of possession really means in an NFL game, but I know this. When you run the football like that and you pick up decent yards, that's a good thing for the offensive side and a great thing for your football team.
The Panthers are at the line facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Here's the handoff. That is a strong eye.
They call, they're going to feel like they're going to make it happen.
They feed it to him. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. The Panthers won in a runaway last week, Phil, and now they're going to try to win one that's going to come down to the wire.
I think all the teams in the league know when you're sharp, you're going to win the games, and that's the easy way to win. But can you find a way to win when your football team is not as sharp? We're going to find out.
Driving extra point is good. The Eagles now will get their first shot to come onto the field and score. They gave up points on the opening drive. The score's 7-0. And no return as this goes for a touchback. Coming into the huddle, the second overall pick in the 2012 draft out of Baylor University, Robert Griffin, or as everyone calls him these days, RG3.
Robert Griffin III, even if he couldn't run, will be a success in the NFL because this guy can throw the football.
Griffin's got it in the gun.
Looking to the right side and throwing. Makes the catch in open space.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
The Eagles snap it at the 41. Murray's hit and brought down. Here's our look at the Eagles offense. They have been a third down juggernaut this year, converting at an unusually high rate. DeMarco Murray is in the backfield.
Second down and 11.
Keeps it here. They are in the backfield in a hurry and will bring him down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
Now looking at third down. Split backfield here.
Griffin from the gun.
Makes the catch in the open field.
All the quarterbacks in the NFL, they'd all be great if they had all day to throw like this. When you give an average quarterback this kind of time, he turns into a great quarterback.
Here's the first snap after the big play. And he's taken down.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
The Eagles take it from the 43. Jumps up and hauls it in.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing a football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
The Eagles snap it at the 36.
He'll throw it over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Offense pinned back in an awful position.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center.
Now 1st and 10.
And that's Elam, who almost came away with a pick.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. Offense lines up here. Quick drop back.
As Olsen still powering ahead. Olsen's marked down at the 19. We're early in this game. But this defense must figure out a way to cover up this tight end because he's putting up big numbers.
I don't know if they can stop him, Jim. It's so hard for defenses now to come up with ways to stop these tight ends. They look like power forwards of the NBA. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. What do you do?
Coming up, 2nd down.
Backfield, single back set. The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete.
This man was put on this defense for this reason alone. Make the big hits. Give your team some momentum and also put a little fear in those offensive players when they get the football.
Dropping back 3. Throws to the right. Intercepted! Going to take it the distance. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 7-7.
He's put the ball on the tee and he's about to kick off.
First down here. First and 10. And now Romo's going to take off as Olsen. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
Romo's able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
First down at the 45. Going to try and scramble now. Here's the throw, and it's off the mark.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The defense comes out in the dime.
Let's go.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 45. Romo's taking off. Makes the catch inbound. Creating space and being a big target. That's what we've seen out of this guy today, Phil.
No doubt about it. He is a talented tight end. In the NFL, the coaches are doing a better and better job of finding ways to get tight ends more chances to catch the football, and this guy's taking advantage of them so far here today.
Olsen's able to get the job done and picks up the first down.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Romo's going back to the air on this play. He's brought to a halt.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Offense lines up here.
Peterson slashing to the right side, and that's a 2-yard gain.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center.
Adrian Peterson takes the football. That's a gain of 8.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, I think, in the NFL now is third and short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
In the books. Touchdown.
Well, when your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
The Panthers for the extra point. It's good.
And the kicker's ready to go.
It'll be a touchback. They face first down. And Morgan's going to get set in the slot for this snap. First down and 10. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
Jackson really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
2nd down and 10.
Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
You don't see it often in today's game. These gloves these wide receivers wear, my gosh, anybody could catch it. I don't know how he dropped it.
And Morgan's in the slot.
3rd down and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the 1st down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
Again from the 29. Martin's in on the tackle.
First down on the way. First and 10.
Scrambling now. Off the mark here as this throw heads out of bounds.
2nd down following that incompletion.
Peterson lines up in the backfield. Romo's on the move. Wide open for the catch.
Romo's able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves and nice and smooth. Doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
The Panthers have it at the 24. As Olsen. The Panthers have leaned on a passing game that's one of the best in the league this year. Romo's, of course, in charge of that passing attack, and he's looked good again in this 1st half.
Well, look, when I say a guy has it all and he can really throw the football, what I mean by that is he has great touch. He can throw the...
What a catch. Touchdown.
You know, if you're a defensive player and you're covering a receiver down here on 1st and goal, you don't have to cover that much area. That's a terrible job by the defense giving up that touchdown pass.
Romo certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards.
They'll take it at the 20. It's 1st down as they head to the line.
Murray lined up in the backfield. Griffin standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Out to the left. With 2 hands, he has it.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
First down here after the completion. Offense lines up here.
Handoff. Outside to the left. Murray's hit and brought down.
Murray's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Down coming up. Nickel formation for the defense here.
RG3 from the gun. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7 now after that incompletion.
And Morgan's a receiver in the slot. Screen, catch made. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
The Eagles will punt it. Again, we'll try and return this one. The tackle is made. First down, offense readying for the snap. Olsen's in the slot here for this play. Out of the pocket, looking to the right side and throwing.
Well, when you get time,
That play is going to be challenged. Challenge flag is out. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts it.
Throws to the right. No one in sight. Has the grab. Elam makes the tackle. First down coming up. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. That's a gain of 7.
The Panthers had a nice play design that time. It pulls the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Let's go.
3-step drop and a gain of 4.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
They're going back up top. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, the offensive line did it all in this drive, didn't they? Here it is on 1st and goal. Nice job of pass blocking, and the quarterback finds the open receiver for the touchdown.
The Eagles will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 28-7. Picks up the football at the 6. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Eagles now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. It's a 2 tight end formation. Now 1st and 10. Murray. They'll mark the football at the 22. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up 2nd. DeMarco Murray is in the backfield. He'll keep it on the play fake. And Tyvon Branch has the tackle.
The Eagles, a lot of people like to throw screens and run draws. No, they look deep down the field. It's not there. They throw it short. They pick up some good yards. Now they can do what they want on third, run or pass.
3rd down and 6. Catch made, and he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Well, you play this cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the in cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the in route.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Murray lined up in the backfield. Right back to him once more.
Mays is there to take him down. The Eagles run the risk right now of having to abandon the running game. Murray is going to get more touches, and you know he has to learn how to find some openings to get his team back in this one.
You know, I agree with that, Jim, but also I think you got to start to think about changing the play calling, get this defense off balance, then go back to the run and see if you can catch them off guard.
And he's forced to the ground.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
And the fair catch is made by Ginn. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. Not able to get away from Smith that time.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
2nd down and 7.
Peterson's got it on the handoff.
Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
That time, that's just a bad decision by the running back. He makes the wrong read. The offensive line blocked it right, but when you make the wrong read, you're going to get tackled. That time he gets tackled for a loss. The Panthers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 9 for the first. Just a quick drop back.
That's a failed conversion, but you might as well look at it like a turnover. It's going back the other way. The Panthers go for it on 4th down, and it backfires.
You must look at where you are on the field. You make a decision like,
First and 10. Getting away from the pressure. Has a catch for the first. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
yeah, I know it's early. Is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
First down at the 32. And now he'll take off. Has the reception all alone. He is tackled at the 40-yard line. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
Picks up 8 here.
Anytime you get over 4 yards on first down, it doesn't matter what the play is. Is it a run or a pass? That time, nice throw by the QB. Now they're in great position. 2nd down and short.
Peterson's lined up in a single back formation. And over to Witten.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down. Keep those chains moving. Give yourself 3 more opportunities.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Smith's going to make the tackle.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Adrian Peterson is in the backfield. Romo's pass will go for an incompletion.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Panthers from the 22. Olsen's got it. First down.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
They bring in the extra tight end. Staying with the passing game on first down. Has Olsen. Elam is there and makes the stop.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice...
Makes the catch. Touchdown.
If you go to an NFL practice,